these root systems that are going to look a lot more like that as opposed to that. These are the GeoPots we have here. These are made of a geotextile fabric. The thing about using fabric pots is there's a lot of different benefits, such as air root pruning, which is essentially the roots with a plastic pot. They're going to grow out to the very edge. It's going to hit the pot, start kind of wrapping around the plant, basically making it root bound and kind of strangling it out, if you will. What happens with these is the root's going to grow through the bag. It's going to get exposed to the air, and it's kind of like when you top a plant, you basically divert the growth. And instead of having tap roots growing, now you have feeder roots growing, which are much more efficient at taking in nutrients as well as water. So what's going to happen is you're going to have these root systems a lot more like that as opposed to that. The other nice thing about them is they have much better drainage than plastic pots. What's going to happen when your medium is essentially fully saturated is the water is going to come out the sides. So basically there's nowhere for water to kind of sit and stuff. So it really makes for much healthier roots. Also, you get a lot more breathability, so you get more air to your root zone. You're also even drainage, air root pruning. We make them in sizes from a half gallon all the way up to 1,000 gallons. This is the G Light. We make these up to 10 gallons. These are kind of our more economical option, a little bit thinner fabric. We still fold over the top and then sew it in. So basically that ensures that it has a rigid edge, so when you're watering, it never collapses in on itself. What's also really nice about the GeoPots is that we use marine thread for our stitching. So it's completely UV stable. It's been designed to be able to handle, the ocean's salinity, which is much worse than the nutrient salts are ever going to be. So that's the G Light. This is the GeoPot transplanter. So with this one you can do is basically when it comes time to transplant, all you gotta do is kind of get to this Velcro seam, open that on up. I like to give it a light watering before I'm going to do it, kind of keep the root ball intact, make it for a nice transplant. And basically stick your hand in there, scoop it on out, transplant to your next container, and it just makes it really easy, really lowers down a shock. They'll bounce back the next day doing that. I think it's fantastic. It's much better than having to have your plants upside down, tapping on the bottom and stuff like that. Just kind of a little hard on the roots. So yeah, GeoPots, we make them in anywhere from a half gallon all the way up to 1,000 gallons for the big folks. We also make the GeoPlanter, which is great. It's a raised bed version that comes with a PVC frame as well as trellis kits. So we have many different options. You can find all of them over here at PNW or go through Green Planet Nutrients if you want any of our products.